All right, but I feel like I have to give y'all a part 2 of that last reading, especially since January is going to go back into the extensions. But I have 2 King of Swords in these storylines. There's one that's married and there's one that isn't, right? One that we know is a counterpart energy. I don't know who this other King of Swords is, if they're counterpart energy, but take it as it resonates. Okay, so where did we leave off? They were with, what's the deal with this masculine, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords? Did he cheat on the Queen of Swords, or were they separating? What's happening? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. He's only there for money. What else? The High Priestess. Ace of Swords. I feel like this is his intuition, but the High Priestess is also able to see what's going on. Like, she's known what's going on with this masculine. She's been known. She's been able to see. Because she has some sort of clarity about their connection. Why does this High Priestess know that this masculine is losing money, or he's there for money? The World. Because he hasn't moved through that connection yet. Like, it's like he's stuck. Like, but why does that indicate to her that they're losing money? I said it. Eight of Swords. She feels like he's stuck. She's like, he's stuck. He's stuck into something. That's why he won't move. Excuse me. All right. How does she feel about this masculine? Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. She feels like he is under a lot of pressure. He's stressed. She feels like he's in a toxic cycle. He's connected to somebody that's karmic, but she also feels that he's karmic. This High Priestess isn't blaming the other person that, oh, it's the feminine, she's karmic, that's why this masculine can't go. She's like, he's karmic and she's karmic. She doesn't feel like this masculine is innocent, but she does feel like they're a hard worker. She feels like they're stressed. What else? And she feels like it's like she sees everything clearly. She's like, this masculine is there for money. I know he's not there for love, because the only reason why he hasn't come forward to me is because he has money issues. He's going to lose a lot of money. And there's a delay. She still knows he wants to go towards her. One thing she knows is that he is a hard worker. Remember, he's been coming out as a King of Pentacles. And she's like, but I also know that they're in a toxic connection and they're toxic too. That's why they're there. They're learning some sort of lesson with their person. Right? He could possibly be with his twin flame. She knows that it's not about love. She knows that he loves her. And that it has to do with him being brave enough to choose himself and the path that he wants to go down. But she's always known that they had plans to walk away from this Queen of Swords at some point in the future. Okay. How does she feel about that? She feels like sometimes they might reach out. Like, she thinks about them, that they might reach out to her, but they end up not making a move. And she knows it's because they're in the connection. So she feels like they think about her all the time. She knows that. She knows exactly what's going on with this masculine, but she feels like he's trying to do the honorable thing. He knows that. The masculine knows he cannot move towards the feminine in the energy that he's in. He has to have that connection done. So that's what she feels. She's like, I always feel that he wants to reach out, but he knows that until he separates himself from that connection completely, I won't have anything to do with him. I won't even be his friend. I won't talk to him. That's her boundaries. But she's not like mad at them or anything. Does she still want this masculine? He could be an air sign. We got King of Swords. He don't have to be. But see, she knows that they love her. Okay, so what's going on with the situation with the relationship that they're in? Did they cheat on that Queen of Swords? Hold on. They stayed for money. However the dynamic went, what they're saying is they didn't have enough. Their pockets would have really, really hurt if they chose the feminine that they wanted. So when they went back to the connection, it wasn't because they were happy. It was because they really didn't have much to offer. They didn't have any money. The money that they had, it was going to their children, the family, right? And if they would have left that connection, they would have to deal with child support and maybe even trying to help. If the mother was like a stay-at-home mom, they would have to help her get on her feet, established. So in their mind, that's the plan that they had. I'm going to get my family set up, and then I'm going to divorce this feminine because I need to take care of them. Like, they didn't want to. So this is a counterpart. It's counterpart energy. This is not somebody who was cheating and two-timing. It's something about their relationship where the wife knew. They were in separation. They were on the brink of divorce, but they met the Queen of Wands in the middle of that. And then something happened. They had conflict, and then they went back to the Queen of Swords. They still had conflict with that Queen of Swords, but they had a plan that they were going to build with her so that they could get established, and then they were going to leave and go pursue their happiness. But they never discussed any of this with the Queen of Wands. That's that energy where it was like they didn't talk to anybody about their plans. I think they didn't want to be looked at as broke as well. Like, they had pride and ego, but their intentions was always to be with the Queen of Wands just later on. And they've been watching, they've been spying, they've been waiting for the day that they can get out. Like, it's like they felt like they were in jail. But they hid this. They hid the fact that they went back to the connection for money. They didn't even want to say that. But they've been alone in the connection. Now they received money, right? They became the King of Pentacles. They expanded. So they're saying now I can come towards that Empress, the Divine Feminine, because I'm a King of Pentacles, so I can offer her something and I can take care of the family that I already have. Now I'm strong enough to do it. Even if we fought in the past, I'm ready to give her all my attention because I'm now an Emperor. So this is someone who did go back to someone, but not out of love, out of financial support. They had a plan, and now they're leaving that connection so that they can come towards this one. So it's going to be up to that Divine Feminine if she wants to try again with this masculine. That's what I have for you guys. If you guys want to book a personal, link is in the bio. Make sure you guys watch the how-to book in the playlist on YouTube or in the pin section. It's crucial for you guys to watch that before booking a reading, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.